Due to the COVID-19 pandemic, many things have changed. The students learned from a distance. The teachers have adopted to the shift in the learning modality. But despite all this, with the commitment, mission, and vision of the Department of Education, we are able to succeed. Ladies and gentlemen, the virtual graduation and moving up ceremonies of Genaro Armas Elementary School for the academic year 2020 to 2021 with the theme, Kalidad ng Edukasyon, lalong patatagin sa gitna ng pandemya. Let us take pride as we sing our national anthem, which will be followed by the singing of the Region 1 hymn and the provincial hymn, Luyag Ka Tanyaman.
Mga kababayan, ang pambansang awit ng Pilipinas.
Where breezes linger, that's the place I love so well. It's the home of men who loved her, men who died to keep us free, men who told no bad the weather, that we want will never be. Region 1, oh Region 1, there's no better I see. Region 1, oh Region 1, dearest home by far to me. From her care I learn my lessons, in her veils I work and pray. She has kept me safe and happy, as I live on day by day. Go to other lands I wander, as I search for wealth and fame. In my heart I will remember Region 1, beloved name. Region 1, oh Region 1, there's no better place I see. Region 1, oh Region 1, dearest of my heart to me. Other lands I wander, as I search for wealth and fame. In my heart I will remember Region 1, beloved name. Region 1!
Let us all be immersed in the presence of our Almighty God as we have the prayer through an audiovisual presentation.
I live in town before you. All my regrets, all my affairs, the joy and the pain, making them boys. Lord, I offer my life to you, everything I've been through. Jesus, Lord, above you, Lord, I offer my grace to you, lifting my praise to you as a pleasing sacrifice. Lord, I offer you my life.
To formally open the program, let us hear a message coming from our very dedicated Secretary of the Department of Education, Secretary Leonor M. Briones.
I would like to express my warmest greetings and congratulations to the graduating learners, faculty, school officials and staff for their commencement exercise for school year 2020 to 2021. On behalf of the Department of Education, DepEd, I am honored to be part of the accomplishments and milestones of this year's graduating batch. Despite being tested in an extraordinary time, our learners persevered and made valuable gains for their future. While this historic season gave unprecedented challenges posed by the COVID-19 pandemic, I am confident that this new breed of Filipino nation builders, one that has experienced unusual obstacles, will be vital in moving the country for the years to come. Our heroes in the history of our country have faced many challenges without hesitation and fear to seek truth and freedom through education, and like those today who continue to go great lengths to assiduously provide support for our education, they stand firm in Jose Rizal's words, "Without education and liberty, which are the soil and the Son of Man, no reform is possible, no measure can give the result desired." Let this ceremony be a reminder that we can overcome anything through our concerted efforts. And with DepEd supporting you in every way possible, we will be able to respond to every challenge, especially in the basic education sector. For our parents and teachers, we are greatly indebted to the dedication that you have given to your children during this crisis. Truly, your efforts have come to fruition as we celebrate this momentous day. Let us continue to seek growth and opportunities for a safer, healthier, and kinder place to nurture our future leaders and nation builders.
Thank you, Mom, for your heartwarming message. At this point, let us pin our ears to another message coming from the Regional Director of DepEd Region 1, Dr. Tolentino G. Aquino.
It is with great pleasure and admiration that I convey my best wishes and profound felicitations to all the graduates, completers, and academic awardees of those school year 2020 to 2021. Graduation and moving up ceremonies are the much-awaited events in the life of every learner as they represent the golden times of reaching higher education and achieving dreams and aspirations. Indeed, finishing this challenging school year during these trying times of COVID-19 pandemic is remarkable since it has been inevitable to face and accept the new normal landscape of education. It has been a school year of extraordinary hard work, dedication, and passion for all school leaders, teachers, and parents in dealing and coping with chosen learning delivery modality to meet most essential educational requirements. Likewise, though incessant motivation and support of parents towards the seemingly thorny road to success caused by the global health crisis as well as the strict obedience to various health and safety protocols have enormously pitched into this moment of your graduation and completion. My dear graduates and completers, you have just marked another significant milestone in your continued quest for excellence and successful future. Certainly, more challenges will still come your way. However, stay focused and always remember that your dream is within reach when you are determined and committed. My beloved parents, accept my heartfelt gratitude. Thank you for being an effective and efficient partner of the .head and the implementation of distance learning. Your untiring support is a deeper reflection of the unconditional love you bestow to the learners through the years. Undoubtedly, you have greatly contributed to the fulfillment of the mandate of the .head, Salon Educalidad. My sincere commendations to all the school administrators, faculty members, and non-teaching staff for providing the highest degree of service, Parasabada, Parasabayan. Finally, with this happy celebration of your graduation and completion, it is with confidence to say that you have given our theme for this year, strengthening the quality of education amid the COVID-19 pandemic, a very special meaning. Congratulations and have a wonderful graduation day and moving up.
Thank you, sir. Now let us hear another message coming from our very enthusiastic and amiable Assistant Schools Division Superintendent, Officer in Charge of the Schools Division Superintendent, Dr. Ellie S. Obaldo.
Isang mapagpalang araw sa inyong lahat. Lubos ang aking kagalakan na makapagbigay ng mensahe sa inyo, mahal naming mga magulang, guro, punong guro, at higit sa lahat sa inyo, ating mga completers at graduates mula sa kindergarten, grade 6, grade 10, grade 12, at sa ating learners from the alternative learning system na pumasa sa portfolio assessment. Ang tema ng ating end of school year rights ay kalidad ng edukasyon lalong patatagin sa gitna ng pandemya. Ang pandemyang dulot ng COVID-19 ang nag-udyok sa lahat ng educational leaders na gumawa ng mga tough choices sa gitna ng tanong, paano mapapangalagaan ang kaligtasan ng mga guro at paano maihahatid ang edukasyon sa mga mag-aaral. Ayon nga kay Secretary Briones, education must continue even in times of crisis. Sa pagtutulungan nga ng mga magulang, mag-aaral, kaguruan at stakeholders na itawid natin ang school year 2020-2021. Tunay ngang napakahalaga ng ating selebrasyon ngayong school year 2020-2021 because for the first time in history, the school and home have finally touched base together for a common aspiration. Nagpapatunay na malaki ang bahagi ng parental involvement sa academic achievement ng isang mag-aaral. As parents and teachers work together to address our children's needs, we're able to form a formidable team to combat ignorance and keep relevant values that every home and society cherish. Batid ko ang inyong mga pasakit at pinagdaanan, maitawid lamang ang inyong pag-aaral. Mental stress, dala ng independent learning, unstable internet connectivity, problema sa kahirapan ng buhay. Ngunit lahat ng ito ay napagtagumpayan ninyo. Ang inyong ipinakitang tibay ay kamangha-mangha. Ito ay nagpapakita ng katatagan ng ating mga mag-aaral. Lastly, gusto kong sabihin sa inyo, please appreciate your parents. To be a good father and mother requires that the parents defer many of their own needs and desires in favor of the needs of their children. You never know what sacrifices they went through for you. Respect your teachers. Teachers spend most of their nights planning, most of their mornings explaining, most of their afternoons correcting, most of their years encouraging, most of their lives stressing what matters most in life, and it's all for your future. So don't make their jobs more difficult. Congratulations to you, our precious children, parents, teachers, and school heads, for continuously making the flames of education burn amidst the darkness of these times. Mabuhay!
Thank you, ma'am. At this juncture, let us pin our ears to our earnest and gorgeous Public Schools District Supervisor, Dr. Kendra E. Pinolyor.
My warmest greetings to our dear graduates and completers of school year 2020 to 2021. Graduation is an exciting opportunity to celebrate all the hard work you have put into your education. Education which provides us knowledge of our society and environment and hones our skills to change them for the better. It helps us to develop our own perspective of looking at our lives, prepares us to have our own points of view and form our own opinions on different facets of life. Indeed, education is important to all of us. However, this school year has taught us to be more resilient and become more committed into receiving quality education despite the pandemic. Since the beginning of 2020, we have been facing a crisis. The COVID-19 pandemic has been wreaking havoc across the globe, upsetting our lives and livelihoods. Therefore, all the enrolled students in schools have been unable to go to their institutions for a year due to the restrictions imposed to check the spread of the novel coronavirus since the middle of March 2020. This pandemic caught us all unaware, and we now must work hard to better understand all the implications of such tumultuous disruptions to schooling and quickly enhance the quality and accessibility of remote education and get the school children back to school, but not in the normal classroom setting we are used to. Allow me to salute all the school administrators and teachers who have reinvented themselves to keep up with this changing times. Though teachers have lost the opportunity to ask students questions dynamically and the ability to confidently gauge student levels of engagement and motivation, which are both key to learning, they have rethink of ways on engaging students virtually. To our dear parents, you have played a very vital role in this school year. We are more than grateful for your participation in this new normal of education. Let us all celebrate with joyful hearts as your children will now step forward to another ladder of success. To my dear graduates and completers, let this school year be a reminder that not everything is served in a silver platter. We must be resilient, cooperative, and work hard to achieve quality education. Let us not forget that you are the hope of our nation. With love and pride today and always, congratulations on your well-deserved success.
Thank you, ma'am, for that message. At this point, let us hear a message coming from our industrious and our very own school head of Genaro Armas Elementary School, Mr. Peter E. Perez.
It is my pleasure and admiration that I convey my warmest congratulations to all the graduates, completers, and academic awardees for this school year 2020-2021. Graduation and moving up ceremonies are much awaited event of life of every student as they reach higher education and achieving dreams and aspirations. Indeed, finishing and challenging school year during this trying time of COVID-19 pandemic is remarkable since it has been inevitable to face and accept the new normal landscape of education. It has been a school year of extraordinary hard work. dedication, and passion for all leaders, teachers, students, and parents in dealing and coping with the chosen learning modality to meet most essential educational requirement. Likewise, the innocent motivation and support of parents towards the thorny road to success caused by the global health crisis, as well as the strict obedience to various health and safety protocols, have enormously pitched into the moment of your graduation and completion. My dear graduates and completers, you have just marked another significant milestone in your continued quest for the excellence of successful future. Certainly, more challenges will still come your way. However, stay focused and always remember that your dream is within reach when you are determined and committed. My beloved parents, accept my heartfelt gratitude. Thank you for being effective and efficient partners of Genaro Armas Elementary School in the implementation of distance learning. Your untiring support is a deeper reflection of the unconditional love of your child through the years. Lastly, with this happy celebration of your graduation and completion, it is with confidence to say that you have given our theme for this year, strengthening the quality education amid the COVID-19 pandemic, a very special meaning. Congratulations and have a wonderful graduation day and moving up ceremony.
We're now down to the presentation of candidates for graduation, acceptance, and confirmation to the graduates. They will be presented by Mr. Junfrey M. Simbrano, and the presentation will be confirmed by our school head, Mr. Peter E. Perez.
School head, Mr. Peter E. Perez, sir. I have the honor to present to you the candidates for graduation for school year 2020-2021 of Genaro Armas Elementary School, of whom 14 are boys and 6 are girls, for a total of 20 graduating pupils. I hereby certify that they have satisfactorily completed all the requirements of the K-12 curriculum prescribed by the Department of Education. Sir, they are now ready for and waiting for your acceptance and confirmation.
By the authority vested in me as the representative of Genaro M. Brones, Secretary of Education, through the Office of Schools Division Superintendent, Dr. Eli S. Obaldo, and with the strong recommendation of your advisor that you have satisfactorily completed all the requirements prescribed by the Department of Education under the K-12 curriculum, I hereby accept and confirm you graduates for this school year 2020-2021 of Genaro Armas Elementary School. Congratulations.
Ladies and gentlemen, the graduating class of the school year 2020 to 2021, starting with Almonte Santino B., son of Mr. and Mrs. Rolando N. Almonte. Baldoza Mark Jason S., son of Mr. and Mrs. Romeo Baldoza Jr. Belmonte Alfredo Jr. T., son of Mr. and Mrs. Alfredo Belmonte Sr. Castañeda Gabriel F., son of Mr. and Mrs. Aristotle Castañeda. Castañeda Tristan F., son of Mr. and Mrs. Aristotle Castañeda. Cayago Stephen G., son of Mr. and Mrs. Conrado Cayago. Latina John Christian C., son of Mr. and Mrs. Angelito Latina. Layoso Mark Anthony P., son of Mr. and Mrs. Michael Layoso. Palaganas Wilson N., son of Mr. and Mrs. Danilo Palaganas. Pereras Ayan Raven M., son of Mr. and Mrs. Reynaldo Pereras. Pereras Denvert Miguel F., with honors, son of Mr. and Kagawad Danilo Pereras. Pinlac Jem Mark P., with honors, son of Mr. and Mrs. Gerald Pinlac. Pinlac Ian B., with honors, son of Mr. and Mrs. Glenn Pinlac. Pinlac Kenji S., son of Mr. and Mrs. Henry Pinlac. Bautista Marian L., with honors, daughter of Mr. and Mrs. Armelito Bautista. Cancino Corain V., daughter of Mr. and Mrs. Juanito Cancino Jr. Paramio Lay S., with honors, daughter of Mr. and Mrs. Marlito Paramio. Pinlac Monica R., daughter of Mr. and Mrs. Marlon Pinlac. Yeban Rose Faith D., with honors, daughter of Mr. and Mrs. Rodrigo Yeban Jr. Their advisor is Dr. Eileen P. Simbrano. Congratulations, graduates! At this juncture, let us move on to the presentation of candidates for moving up, acceptance, and confirmation to the kindergarten pupils. They will be presented by Ms. Brenda M. Capuang, and they will be confirmed by our school head, Mr. Peter E. Perez.
To our school head, Mr. Peter E. Perez, sir, I have the honor to present to you 22 completers for moving on for the school year 2021 of Genaro Armas Elementary School. 10 of which are boys and 12 are girls who have satisfactorily completed the minimum requirements prescribed the Department of Education under the K-12 curriculum. Sir, we are now waiting for the acceptance and confirmation.
By the authority vested in me as representative of Lenore M. Bones, Secretary of Education, through the Office of the School's Division Superintendent, Dr. Eric S. Obaldo, and with the recommendation of your advisor that you have satisfactorily completed the necessary requirement prescribed by the Department of Education under the K-12 curriculum, I hereby accept and confer you graduates for this school year 2020-2021 of Genaro Armas Elementary School. Congratulations.
Let us all be amazed by our outstanding pupils and completers of the kindergarten as we have the awarding of certificate to the kindergarten. Ladies and gentlemen, our kindergarten completers. Bautista Arnel, son of Mr. and Mrs. Armelito Bautista. Belmonte John Andre, son of Mr. and Mrs. Eric Belmonte. Cerezo Jason, son of Mr. and Mrs. Jeffrey Cerezo. Gonzalez Cart Julie Ray, Artistic Hands Awardee, son of Mr. and Mrs. Ray J. Gonzalez. Macaranas Johan, Star Reader Awardee, son of Mr. and Mrs. Harlow Zamora. Montemayor Kurt Kian, Sporty Kid Awardee, son of Mr. and Mrs. Roland Montemayor. Pinlac Cedric Ivan, son of Mr. and Mrs. Jovit Pinlac. Pinlac Ivan, son of Mr. and Mrs. Mandy Pinlac. Pinlac Marco, son of Mr. and Mrs. Marlon Pinlac. Bautista Joyce Barbie, daughter of Mr. and Mrs. Jeron Bautista. Cerezo Andrea, daughter of Mr. and Mrs. Jeffrey Cerezo. Macaraeg Andrea, daughter of Mr. and Mrs. Alvin Macaraeg. Paramio Alexa Ariela, Public Speaker Awardee, daughter of Mr. and Mrs. Melanie Paramio. Patungan Heart Kisses, daughter of Mr. and Mrs. Roberto Patungan. Pereras Danica May, Self-Care Star Awardee, daughter of Mr. and Mrs. Darwin Pereras. Quinto Miles Joy, daughter of Mr. and Mrs. Melchor Quinto. Ramos Desiree, daughter of Mr. and Mrs. Dondi Boy Ramos, and Salinas Roan, budding mathematician awardee, daughter of Mr. and Mrs. Ronnie Salinas. But last but not the least, Salinas Shaira May, daughter of Mr. and Mrs. Sherwin Salinas. Their advisor is Ms. Brenda M. Cabuang. Congratulations, completers! To formally close this remarkable event, let us hear a message coming from Mrs. Gladeline B. Salinas.
It is with the school's highest hopes that all of you graduates of batch 2021 shall confidently take the path of your chosen career. Live the life you imagine to have, bringing the values our alma mater, Genaro Armas Elementary School, planted in you. Congratulations, and for everything, give back all the glory to God.
As Samuel Johnson quoted, great works are performed not by strength but by perseverance. Completers and graduates, continue to persevere in education so that you may leave great works and cause greater and better changes in our society. Once again, congratulations! This has been the virtual graduation and moving up ceremonies of Genaro Armas Elementary School for the academic year 2020 to 2021.